Hey, so this is my behavioral change project video for weeks 4 and 5. Um, take two. I um, just took a photo of myself and then talked for 5 minutes right before this. So hopefully it looks like it's working. So that's good. Um, yeah. So week 4, I did not hit my lifting goals for the week. Um, I hit my calorie goals, so that's good. Um, but the not lifting as much was more a conscious decision. It's not as if I was like just didn't feel like going or couldn't manage it. In the morning, I Monday through Friday, I have a 2-hour ballet class, and then 3 days out of the week we rehearse from 3:40 to 6:30. Um, I only don't do the other 2 days because of scheduling conflicts, but um, anyway, so my point being that although I wasn't lifting at the gym, that was a conscious decision just because we're doing full runs of the productions that are coming up end of October, beginning of November, and it doesn't make sense for me to go and blast my legs at the gym or chest and then, have to jump or lift people for 3 hours. And it's just not productive. Um, it's not smart or healthy, I guess, it's um, in terms of like self care, I guess. And there's the issue of negative return. So that was a conscious decision. I went twice and feel fine about it. But my calorie intake has been good. So I bought a weight gainer, and that has been super helpful. Not as if I'm like exploding now, but just in terms of like getting in a meal if I don't have time, um, to sit down and gorge myself. I can just chug a shake. So sort of eliminating the scheduling um, issues in that regard, which was helpful. So that's good. So yeah, I didn't technically meet my goals for that week, but I don't feel terrible about it, and I don't feel like I really like majorly dropped the ball. So and then the week of break, which was sort of anticipated being a problem, um, mostly in terms of like access to gym facilities. Um, my family is in northern Wisconsin, and it's like in the woods, no, barely any internet, and definitely not, driving an hour to go to the gym. Um, so anyway, I sort of knew that that was going to be the case, so I just planned to do some like high intensity interval training just to keep my stamina up for the dance and to just stay active for the project as well. And there's a couple of like it's like a kettlebell and a couple of dumbbells up there as well. So I just sort of improvised some stuff with those. 3 days out of the 7 that we were there. So I felt pretty good about it. And then, lots of long walks with my mom. So um, it was good. I definitely, again, feel like, you know, did I lift major muscle groups 4 days a week like I set out? No. Was I completely inactive? No. So I feel okay about it. And I guess so technically again in that regard I didn't meet my goals. Um, but still, I think it's okay, moving in the right direction. And I definitely hit the calorie goals. In fact, I hit my weight goal over break, um, which um, has now since gone back down. So I'm like 2 pounds shy of where I'd like to be, but um, and it could be like a different scale thing. I don't know, but yeah, definitely hit the 160 that I was trying to hit while I was on break. Um, so yeah, I feel actually pretty good in terms of the project about the break week. It's not as if I just sat on my butt and let it all go. So that's good. And then yeah, moving forward, like I said, I have like 2 pounds my goal, which I think is definitely doable. Even if like I gain 2 and lose 1 and go back or whatever, I definitely think it's doable in the remainder of the time for the project. Yeah, and I think sort of, I could change lifting parameters, I guess, and say 3 days a week because that seems to be more realistic. But I'm kind of happy to break up my muscle groups in the way that I have for my workouts. So it's kind of 4 days is what it's going to be, and I'm okay with that. If I don't hit those goals, I don't think that's necessarily the worst, as long as like I'm making progress towards my goal, which I have been. So yeah, moving into the last few weeks, I feel good. Yeah, just gonna try and be smart. Well, like I said, we have shows end of October and then beginning of November, so that's sort of gonna like ratchet up. But I'll definitely have time to get in the gym. I have this last week, so yeah, feeling pretty good. And I guess that's it. All right, thanks. Bye.